Welcome to the Sanders Kitchen. I'm glad you're with me today. I'm Mike, and today we're going to be doing a great recipe. Pam and I love to eat at Olive Garden once in a while, and when we go there, usually what we get is the soup and salad. So, it'll either be the chicken gnocchi soup or it'll be zuppa toscana. Today, we're gonna show you this wonderful recipe. It's my version of zuppa toscana. If you're new to my channel, hey, give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't mind. That's what we need to keep this thing going, And the notification bell, that way you know when we come out with the new videos. For the people who are already subscribed, hey, I may not sound right only because I'm just getting over a bad cold. But anyway, I can't wait to eat the zuppa toscana because it's going to go good with my body today. And I hope you enjoy it too. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and go over what's in the ingredients. And by the way, as usual, everything will be listed in the description. So today, yes, we have kale. We're going to cut this up. It'll probably be at least 4 to 6 cups. And by the way, don't worry about how much. I'll have everything in the description later. So we have some homemade Italian sausage. If you're not making it yourself, just buy it at the grocery. You need about 1 pound. We need some onions and some garlic and celery and carrot and fresh potato. We're going to peel those. We have some green onions, came out of the garden. We are going to use some basil, milk, cream, homemade chicken stock. If you're not making it yourself, that's fine. Just make it from the box or use the box. It doesn't matter. Now, one of my friends from years ago had his own seasoning line, and Frank Davis had a great Sicilian seasoning. If you don't have that, which I don't expect you to, just get some Italian seasoning blend. And he also had a great vegetable seasoning. So we're going to be using a combination of both of these. We're going to add a little white wine, some oil, and that's really about it. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare all the stuff, and then we'll start cooking. Well, as you can see, I've got all the onions, carrot, celery chopped up right here. I even chopped up the kale. I got about 8 cups there. I have some green onions, some basil, and plenty garlic. I love garlic. This is one of my favorite things, is garlic in here. So I reserved the last potato to cut because I wanted you to see how I cut the potato. We're looking for little slices that are about 1/8 of an inch, and this is a pretty big potato, so what I'm going to do is just cut it right in half. If you want to cut it differently, hey, go right ahead. Oh, I had no idea I had a bad spot in there. So, you know what? I'm going to cut that out. Wow. Cut that out. Of all the potatoes that I've ever bought and cut up, I've never had one that had a bad spot like this. I guess I was lucky. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do now, I'll cut the potato in half, and now I'm just going to slice it. And I'm looking for about 1/8 of an inch, and that's going to be it. So once we get this sliced up, then we're going to go in with the sausage and start sauteing everything down. And it's really an easy recipe, and I think you'll really like it if you have never tried it. We'll see you in a couple of minutes. Let me get this finished up. Let's do it. Okay, so we have 1 pound of Italian sausage without the casing, and I'm going to put that right into my pot. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil, and the reason why I'm adding olive oil is because I made that Italian sausage, and I know it doesn't have a lot of fat. so it's a little bit on the lean side. It smells wonderful. Okay, so sausage is cooked. Turn the fire off temporarily, and I'm going to remove all of the sausage from the pot. Okay, don't worry about trying to get every little speck out of the pot. You're not going to do it. So let's just add in a little bit more olive oil, and let's go in with all of our veggies. Our carrots and celery, and our onion. And we're just going to saute this for maybe 10 minutes. We just want to get this nice and soft. And I'm not going to rush it, so just give me about 10 minutes. We'll get this. I don't want to brown it either, so I'm taking my time. We'll turn the fire down a little bit to a medium low, and we'll just let this cook. I'll add in a little vegetable seasoning. You know what? I really need about a teaspoon. That's actually a half a tablespoon right there, so that'll be good. Yeah, good. And let's go ahead and add in some Sicilian while we're at it. Go ahead and add in a tablespoon. I'll get ready for my white wine, but give us a few minutes. Be right back. The veggies are not sauteed completely the way I want them. They're not as soft as I want them to be yet. So we're going to continue to saute. However, you can take the liquid from the meat and just pour that right in. This is a good time to do that. Like that. You can also add in a little white wine. Now, what that'll do, it'll help deglaze anything that may have stuck to the bottom earlier when we were browning off the meat. And also, the wine's going to evaporate, leaving a great flavor behind. And in the meantime, we'll continue softening up our celery and our carrots. In case you didn't notice, I did cut the carrots into little bitty pieces. And you know, there's two reasons. That way you can get it on your spoon easier. You know, the potatoes are going to break up. Even though you cut them big, they're going to break up. That's a given. But anyway, so we do want all the rest of the veggies to be cut in small pieces. That's the way I like to eat my soup. Now I'm going to put in my garlic. You know, this is like a whole head of garlic. And, you know, I've made this before, and I'll be honest with you, I love the garlic flavor, so I'm putting the whole thing in. You know, if you don't really want that heavy garlic flavor, leave some out. But I love that garlic flavor, and Pam does too. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add in some green onion from our garden. And within a couple of minutes, we're going to start adding in the rest of the ingredients and wrap this recipe up. It's almost done. Well, it's time to put the sausage back in. So we'll add sausage in. We'll mix that in real good. We need about a cup of cream. This is heavy whipping cream. There we go. Now this is 2 cups of milk in this little container right here. I'm just going to add it to the measuring cup because I want to get all the cream out of there. Yeah, okay. Good, good. Let me stir that up. Okay, now I'm going to put in my basil. I know that was a cup of basil. chopped up. And I love basil. I love the flavor and the aroma. It smells so good right now, it's crazy. All right, let me clear off a couple of things, and we're gonna go get our chicken stock already. And we're gonna put in our chicken stock. Man, I wish I could get that a little closer. Here we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and add it all in. We'll go put this back. Now you can add more if it's not enough stock, if it's not soupy enough for you, then go ahead and just add in a little water. You have plenty flavor with the stock and the milk and all the spices. And we're not through adding seasoning either. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my green onion. I'm going to go ahead and add in my kale. Turn the fire back up. Now this is 8 cups. Now one time I wanted to make this and I forgot that I didn't buy kale. So we had spinach. You know, I loved it with the spinach. It was good. But I like kale too. It's got a little bit more texture to it. The spinach tend to fall apart a little easier. But this is going to be real good. You know, like I said, I've made this before, and I know it's going to take another tablespoon of Sicilian. So I'm going in with, that's going to be a total of 2 tablespoons. All right. So basically, we're just going to bring it up. Bring it back up to heat. I want it bubbling. And since I may have to add in a little liquid, let me put my potatoes in so that way we'll see just what we need to have. Okay. I may go ahead and add in another cup or 2 of chicken stock. But at this point, what we're going to do is bring it back up to a boil, put the lid on, and let it simmer for about 20 to 30 minutes. And then it'll be ready to eat. And it's that easy. So I hope you guys try this at home, and I know you'll love it. This is a great soup. Zuppa Toscana. Well, the Zuppa Toscana has simmered for 20 minutes, and I did add a little bit more Sicilian seasoning and just a pinch of salt and pepper. And of course, you know, you can make sure that you flavor it the way you like it, but it is so hot. Oh my goodness, but I love hot soup. Okay, alrighty. Yeah, that looks wonderful. It would be appropriate to add a little pinch of some fresh grated Parmesan cheese. Just stir that up a little bit. And I know how good this is because I've made it a couple of times already. It's heavenly. But for the show, let's go ahead and give it a taste. I don't want to burn my tongue. that broth has that flavor of the sausage, and and the kale has that little bit of crunch. It's got the right texture, the right body, and the right flavor. I'm telling you, this is one of my favorite soups, if not the favorite soup. It's just something that I'll make over and over again. So I know it's really, really hot, and I can't wait to just dig in, but it's going to have to cool down a little bit for me. And if you hear how nasally I am, that's because Pam and I both came down with COVID, which is like a bad cold, but we're getting over it. And next week, the backsplash comes in. The kitchen's going to look great again. Can't wait. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed our recipe for Zuppa Toscana. Everything will be all the ingredients will be in the description below. Leave a comment if you would like. And I do want you to know, look, you know, I'm not from Italy. My ancestors are. I don't know if they ever ate this or not. I know I love it. But if you want to put spinach in it, go right ahead. I did, and I love it with spinach. But all the other ingredients are pretty much static. I think you do need to have the potato and the carrot and the onion and the garlic for sure, you know. But anyway, keep the recipe as close to the way it is as possible, but tweak it the way you like it, okay? And give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't. We really appreciate that. And go make you some Zuppa Toscana and enjoy it. You will love it. Have a great week. Come back and see us again when we do another fantastic recipe. And as we always say, God bless you.